HashMap, and we have already used HashMap. So by default, HashMap uh, is non-synchronized. Okay, and it's a legacy collection. So it's not thread safe. Why? Because in HashMap, one thread can write the value, and another thread can also write the value, and um, different threads, thread 3, thread 4, thread 5. Here we can see all are accessing, and they can access simultaneously. So it is not synchronized by default. Okay, so, and it is also not thread safe because different threads can come simultaneously, and it can have one null key and multiple null values. Okay, now comes hash table. It's synchronized. Now once we try to get the value from this map. Okay, so the first thread comes, it creates a lock over here. This is called the lock mechanism. This gets locked, and until this thread operation is complete, the second thread cannot access. So once this thread goes, and thread 2 keeps on waiting. Here we can see thread 2 is waiting. Similarly, there are hundreds of threads that come here, so that's why the performance of this is quite slow. Okay, because simultaneously they can't do it. So this is synchronized. Hash table is synchronized. Okay, and it has null key and values. Null key and values are also not allowed in this one. Okay, we cannot have null keys. Then comes the synchronized map. Okay, so in this synchronized map, the thread this is thread safe. Okay, just like this one, this is thread safe. Here slow performance is there, because again different threads will come, they will try to access. Until unless one thread operation is done, second thread keeps waiting. So different threads are there if they concurrently check this. So in this case, issue can come. Okay, so this particular synchronized map is slow. It has slow performance again, and null keys and null values are allowed in this one. Okay, then comes concurrent hash map. So what happens is, in concurrent hash map, is that write operations is thread safe, but we can do unlimited reads even through the segments. It has different segments, 16 segments are there. So the segment is thread safe. So write operations can, like for example, write operation is being done by first thread over here. Second thread comes, it cannot do the operation here right now. Once this will come, second or thread will do the operation here. Okay, third will do the operation here in the third segment. So there are 15 segments like that. Okay, so each segment is thread safe, so lock is there on each segment. So while one thread is updating one particular segment, if another thread comes, it has to wait until. So that way this is thread safe also, and it also has faster performance, and also reading can be done unlimited number of times. So for example, if you provide it with for example, two threads come here, T2 and T3. Okay, if they come here and there is one read operation, so which one will get updated? So for example, 100 is T1 is updating this value, and then T2 is coming and it is updating the value to 200. So if the get would be there, if some fifth thread is getting this value, which value would it get? It would get the updated value. Okay, so for example, this is the example here. So here comes T1 and lock gets generated on this one. Okay, another T2 thread comes, it cannot go here because here operation is already been done by T1. Okay, so on write and update, the lock would be there, and no lock on update. Hundreds of users can access this. For example, this is a MacBook. Okay, Amazon is trying, there's a sale and MacBook users are trying to open the MacBook page. So what will happen is, since this is reading is unlimited, that is does not have a lock. And okay, so that way it can hundreds of users can access it, no, not an issue. But when it comes to updating, it is segment wise, it is thread safe on the whole. Okay, so and updation can be done simultaneously on different segments, but not on the same segment. Okay, on a map, on a concurrent hash map. Okay, so what happens is, for example, here two threads are there, T10 and T12. They try to update. T10 value is being put here, and then T12 is trying to update, and simultaneously T11 is coming and it is trying to get the value. Which value would it get? It would get the T2 value, which is the updated value. Why T12 value? Why? Because it always does that. Like it will always get the updated value here. Okay, here we can see 15 segments are there. Okay, and so here comes okay, this is concurrent hash map. But in hash table, what will happen is, hash table we can see, so one thread will come, the other thread cannot get it until this thread updation is, for example, T1 is coming, it is trying to update the thread here, and T2 is coming, T2 is trying to get the value. It cannot do until this is done.
It's 1 o'clock.
Okay, so this is the logic behind this. And hash, this is the differences in this. This is always non-synchronized by default. Okay, and this concurrent hash map has better, is thread safe, faster performance, null keys and values are not allowed. And this is the latest one. So if an application is there where sale is the, live, which kind of map would you use? Which would you would use? Concurrent hash map. Got it? Now let's go to implementation of it. So here hash map sync is created. We have created a map, new hash map, trying to add values. Now how do you convert it to synchronized hash map? This is a normal hash map which is non-synchronized. Okay, as we discussed, this is non-synchronized. Why? Because it is not thread safe. So if we want to make it thread safe, we have to convert it into synchronized one. So what we do, we collections.synchronizedMap, and then we pass in this map. Okay, this makes it a synchronized hash map. Again, we can do, what we can do is, we can create a concurrent hash map, and okay, concurrent hash map is equal to new concurrent hash map, and here we can try to put the values. So these are thread safe. Okay, while writing and updation for some segments. Okay, and for the map, not for the segment but for the map. So these here you will never get this concurrency hash map exception. Why? Because this is concurrently we are trying to update values, but they are not they're thread safe. So other segment would get, and the thread will not have to wait while updating. Okay, that's it. So there are some interview questions that can be asked. Can multiple thread write in a segment? Okay, here we see, can multiple threads write in a segment? Multiple threads, can they write in a segment? No, they cannot write, because thread gets a locked input operation. Can two threads write in different segments? In different segments, can two threads? Yes, they can write. Can multiple threads read from the same segment? Yes. In concurrent hash map, yes, we can read from the same segment. If one thread is writing and can other element read from the segment? Yes. Last updated value will be red. So that's it.